and speak into their mics, and whoever comes to the podium can maybe talk really loud. I don't know what else to do.
Dustin and I can always turn our mics
Towards that, see if they'll pick them up. We can always try
Give it
it.
a shot anyway.
So if you'll join me for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Holland?
Yes.
Lenis is excused. Vaughn?
Here.
Hill?
Yes.
Fallenbach?
Yes.
Grover?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Okay, as far as approving the agenda, I am removing numbers 14 and 15 from the agenda to be put on at the next one till we can allow time to give requested notification to everybody. So I would ask for approval of the agenda minus number 14 and 15.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Hill, second by Grover. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the same? Motion carried. Is there anybody on the clipboard? No? No public comment tonight. Accept and approve the consent agenda that approves the following: the minutes of the February 24th, 2014 regular meeting, Majestic Bar and Grill Class C liquor license, including Sunday sales, March 4th, 2014 through March 3rd, 2015, and home occupation permit renewal, which is for Christina Santz, who has Little Bear Daycare at 614 5th Street Northeast, a renewal on hers. Did Vicki say anything to you about the typing error on the minutes? Okay. It was just in the reports, she had the dates for our change of when we're doing the selection, or that got changed from Easter weekend to the next, and she had the same dates in there twice. So it's just a minor adjustment. Any comments, or do I have an approval?
Make a motion.
Motion by Denny, second by Don. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Approval of the bills.
So moved.
Motion by Holland, second by Dallenbach. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Now we go to petitions from public. First up is Michael Bearden, Clapsaddle Garber Associates, present to review the FAA grant closeout. You're going to have to probably talk loud since our mic isn't working.
Okay.
They're going to turn theirs and see if that makes a difference, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Testing.
Speak
No.
to the diaphragm, Mike.
Okay. We'll speak from down here. Glad to be back. I've been here for a while. Few familiar faces, lots of new faces. I've been working with Steve over the last couple months trying to get all the grants closed out. That is quite a process. And he signed a bunch of documents at the League of Cities, and he's recently signed some just before he left. So those should, by the end of the week, should all be in and closed out. I thought it was interesting. We've been working here a long time, and when you start putting a summary together, I kind of like to share this with the council. There's always a question,
Okay.
Mr. Ingham would always ask, so how much did this all cost? And we'd always say, well, I don't have that with me. Well, tonight I have that with me.
Guarantee a different one asked tonight.
Probably not.
It's up to you, Jimmy.
I've got a few extra copies if anybody. How the process started. These are all the federal grants. I didn't do the summary of the DOT grants, but I can do that for you, but this is the federal stuff. We started with the 04 grant. Those were all federal grants. The first one was design services and the survey. That was about $360,000 total cost. FA grant was $340,000. Your local, these are all local of 5%. The next was essentially the next one really was the 06, which was the land acquisition. There was almost $780,000 of property and fencing for the project. A grant of $740,000 and a local of about 40. Then bouncing back up to the big main projects, The 05 grants was a huge grant. We did the runway reconstruction, we relocated the terminal building, relocated the electrical vault, also did the water main extension, entrance road. I mean, there was a lot in that whole grant. That was a little over $5 million total cost, 4.8 of federal funds, 250,000 local. Then after we did the first 5,000 was under the 05 grant, and they did that. Everybody said, well, why didn't you just do it all at once? Well, two reasons. One, it was a big hunk of money, and second, we wanted to get part of that runway built so we could get it reopened before we extended. We were able to use 4,000 of that 5,000 foot runway when we extended. So the airport was closed for almost a year, and that was painful for everyone. So anyway, then we did the runway extension. That was about 1.3. You can see there, or yeah, 1.35, 1.3 bed, 70,000 local. Then we got that all done, and we did the parallel taxiway. Originally, we were going to do that in 2 pieces, but we were able to leverage the funding, the discretionary money, and we did it in 1. So the full 5,500 feet. So there was a project 1.6, bed 1.7, local 80. Then now that you have all this paving down, you really need to be able to remove the snow. So we did a couple different grants there. The first one was a snow plow with a blade, a broom, and a tailgate sander. That's about 136,000, 130,000 a fed, 6,000 a local. The second one was a great big John Deere tractor with a snow blower. Again, about 136,000, 130,000. So all that together is about $9.5 million. And that was over 5 years, I suppose. Time we got all that done. It was quite a process. So that's kind of where we're at. So you had federal money of about $9 million, and then the local was. We always said it was less than $500,000, and it was. I guess there's numbers, so everybody can be rest assured. All of these grants, as we close them out, let's say you get a grant on the 05, the amount of grant we actually had of that 4.8 was over $5 million. All of these grants closed under what was projected, every one of these. So and they're actually all the contracts, construction contracts, closed under. If you added all the original contracts and all the change orders, the net was a negative by several $100,000. Which
So-
that doesn't always happen.
So all of these are going to be closed now in the near future? That's what you're working on doing?
Yes, the only one that's open right now, as of this afternoon, is 5. That's the monster one. The rest of them are all closed. So.
And which one is